Welcome back to the channel today, guys. And as I promised, we're going to go over the winter 2024 anime season today. And you know what, guys? Sometimes you just feel like doing videos super early in the morning on no sleep. Sometimes you just feel like doing that. That's me right now. I got my cup of coffee with me. I'm good to go. About an hour of sleep in me. I'm ready to go over some anime, personally. Now, this video is a little different than how we've normally done it on the channel because some of these shows are already out. Like, a good handful of these are already out. And I've actually seen some of them. But I still think it'd be fun to go through the season with you guys because I like doing these types of videos, getting engagement from you guys, seeing what you are interested in. And sometimes you guys pick up on shows that I might not be feeling, but maybe you're a source material reader of the light novel or the manga, and you're like, nah, man, you gotta power through this. It's really good. Trust me. I like doing that. Hearing your guys' opinion. It's a good community thing to do together. So, let's go through the season. Let's just have a good time. Let's hopefully make this video shorter than my last one I just released on the channel because that bitch was long. Let's start immediately with the talk of the town. Probably going to be the big standout show of this season, Solo Leveling. Now, I'm very excited for Solo Leveling. I know a very little bit about it. And I'll tell you guys now, the first episode has actually been out for a couple days. This is one of the ones I have not checked out yet. I deliberately did not check it out yet because I'm going to do a video on it probably pretty soon. So I decided to wait on that because I like to watch the episode and then give my fresh, raw thoughts to you guys. So let's go through the synopsis in case you guys don't know about it yet, but yeah, I've heard some pretty good things. Let's just say that. They say whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but that's not the case for the world's weakest hunter, Sung Jin-Wo. After being brutally slaughtered by monsters in a high-ranking dungeon, spoilers by the way, Jin-Wo came back with the system, a program only he could see that's leveling him up in every way. Now he's inspired to discover the secrets behind his powers and the dungeon that spawned them. Now, if you guys don't know, if you've been living under a rock, Solo Leveling is based on a manhwa, actually, which is honestly taken over a little bit. We're getting a lot of series recently that are from manhwas, actually. And Solo Leveling is like the big daddy. It's the one everyone talks about when you go with manhwas. So, there's a lot of hype around this show already. I can't wait to go through the first episode with you guys in a video. And if you've seen the first episode, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments. Like, I would love to hear about it. Don't spoil anything for people that haven't seen it, but just give your initial thoughts if you have seen it. I would be interested in seeing that. Maybe your comment would make it into a video. Who knows? But let's move on to our next show already. A personal favorite of mine. Classroom of the Elite. Season 3. Now, this is going to be a very interesting season of Classroom of the Elite, to say the least. So let's just read the synopsis and then we'll talk a little bit about it. Because like I said, it's going to be a different season. Third season of Classroom of the Elite. The semester kicks off in high gear with a special boot camp deep in the mountains. Forcefully separated into groups along grade and gender lines, the first, second, and third years alike must work together to survive the rugged terrain. Even worse, the leader of the group that comes in last will be expelled. Can Class D make it back to campus intact, or is this where they finally say goodbye to one of their own? What a very misleading description, actually. I'll tell you guys now, like, Everything they just described, only going to be the first couple episodes, by the way. Man, that is a really misleading description for this season. That's all I'll say right now. Because as a light novel reader, I know exactly what's going to happen this season. And we're in for some wild moments later on in the season that I'm very much looking forward to. I have seen the first episode of this, and I also plan to do a video on this very soon, actually. And I can definitively say it's pretty good so far. We'll get into it more in the video, but I'll tell you now, I like its opening. The opening, quite good for Classroom of the Elite Season 3. I still think the second one's the best, but I do like this opening, honestly, for Season 3. It's quite good. And bro, if we're going to talk about amazing openings, let's go to Mashle Season 2, dude. Which is adapting the Divine Visionary Candidate Exam arc. Bro, they got Creepy Nuts to do the opening. What was it? Punta, punta, ba-da-da-da-da, punta, punta, ba-da-da-da-da. That shit is wavy as hell. That opening, dude. It is funky as shit. And I'm loving it already. Mashle was already a series that I really liked. And now it's got a banger-ass opening from Creepy Nuts, of all people? Oh, dude, sign me up. Sign me up for some more Mashle, dude. I was missing this series, actually, from a couple seasons ago, Mashle. I've been missing it, so I'm quite happy it's back, actually. I don't know if I'll do videos on Mashle just yet. I probably will at least do one over the course of this season, but I don't know. Let me know how interested you guys are in Mashle videos, because I do quite like our little parody series here. It's very fun. And like I said, that opening, bro, that shit slaps. Let's move on to our next one. Not too much to say with Mashle. I'm not a manga reader, so I don't particularly know what's going to happen, but I'm looking forward to it. This series. Okay, I've known about this one for a while, actually. Delicious in Dungeon over here. Let's read the synopsis, and then we can talk about it a bit. 24 episodes, by the way. Interesting. Oh, I will say that Mashle already has its first episode out as well, and so does Delicious in Dungeon. Most of these shows have their first episodes out already. Let's just say that. But let's read Delicious in Dungeon's description first, because I am interested in this series. When young adventurer Laios and his company are attacked and soundly thrashed by a dragon deep in a dungeon, the party loses all of its money and provisions. And a member. Wow, alright. Off to a great start. They're eager to go back and save her, but there's just one problem. If they set out with no food or coin to speak of, they're sure to starve on the way. Yo, that's true. That's true. Exploring dungeons, man. Take it from me. Takes a lot of energy. But Laios came up with a brilliant idea. Let's eat the monsters. Yo, practical. Low-key practical. Slimes, basilisks. Oh, I can't even talk. Basilisks and even dragons. None are safe from the appetites of these dungeon-crawling gourmets. And we see that a world premiere of episode 1 was shown by Trigger at their panel on July 1st. So the first episode of Delicious in Dungeon's been out for a really long time already, which is quite funny. But I don't know. I've heard good things about this manga. Like, I've known about it for a long time, but I've never checked it out. Especially when I found out it was getting an anime, I knew I would just wait to check it out. So I am interested in checking this out. I have not seen this yet. So I'm quite interested. Let's move on to our next series, bro. Chained Soldier, even though they changed the name of it, by the way. I'm gonna make a video on this. We'll get into all that information in the video, but let's read the synopsis on this wild series. And guys, I mean wild. Yuki Wakara watches as dueling supernatural forces ravage the Earth. Mato are portals to another dimension, avenues from which dangerous monsters escape. Peaches are resources given to women, granting them abilities. Chief of the 7th Unity of the Anti-Division Corps, Koyuka Uzan, arrives to save Yuka from a monster. Surprisingly, Yuka holds the power to increase the Peaches' effectiveness. I love that they call them Peaches, by the way. But to save the world, Yuki must be willing to become Kyoka's servant both on the battlefield and at home. Bro, I'll tell you guys right now. Y'all have seen the first episode. I've also watched the first episode. I'm gonna do a video on this show. I promise y'all that. This manga is freaking wild. And it's a different kind of wild than, like, 100 Girlfriends from our previous season. Like, this shit is explicit. Like, I'm kind of surprised this got an anime. But after a series like World's End Harem and Redo of Healer got anime, like, anything can get an anime at this point, guys. So, I'm not too surprised. This series is gonna be a freaking trip and a half this season. And I can't wait to see the reactions as we get deeper into it. It's gonna be pretty freaking wild. Let me promise y'all that. So, expect maybe a couple videos on this series from me, because I think it'd be some fun. Alright, moving on to a series that actually just aired its first episode, and I have not watched it yet, actually. Moonlit Fantasy, dude. I really like this show. I remember when the first season came out, and it starts off mega generic. You know, it doesn't stand out too much in the beginning. But over the course of the season, I ended up really liking this show. And the fact it's 25 episodes this time, too, means that we're gonna get a treat. I'm telling y'all, this is a good isekai series, actually. I really like this show, and I think it's pretty good. So let's read the synopsis for season 2, because I am quite interested. After Makoto Musumi defeats Matsurugi and Sophie Bolgi, oh, that's right, those two from the end of season 1. Humanity is saved from the attacking demon army, for the time being. The goddess is aware of Makoto's growing power, and she sees him as less of a nuisance and more of a rival. Our boys rivaling the gods. Makoto continues his journey to further expand his community of outcasts and connect with more Hymens. But will he be strong enough to hold off the coming storm? I'll be real, that really didn't tell us too much, honestly, but this series was just a good time. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the aspect of Makoto building up essentially his own nation, kind of like you see in Slime. Reincarnated as a slime, kind of like you see in that show. I kind of like that concept in these types of shows, and I think this one did it pretty well. Makoto as the main character was fun, his companions are fun, so I am looking forward to this show, like, non-ironically, legitimately looking forward to it. I think it's going to be good, and with 25 episodes, we got a lot of content to go through, so I'm very much looking forward to Moonlit Fantasy Season 2. It's going to be a good time. Oh, these next couple. Alright. This series. Boy, have I heard some stuff about this series already. I want the English name for this, so I have it pulled up on my handy dandy cellular device here so that I can pull up the English name for this, because I am legitimately very interested in this show. Just off the premise alone, because I do know a very little bit about this show already, because the first episode's out. I haven't watched it yet. A Sign of Affection. Okay, now I remember. Let's read the synopsis and we'll talk about this show, because I do really like its premise. Reminds me of a certain movie I've seen. A pretty sad movie. Yuki Yatose is just a typical student dealing with the pressure of college. She's struggling one day on the train when an upperclassman named Itsomi Nagi helps her out. As he gradually opens a new world to her, Yuki develops feelings, okay, for Itsuomi. A pure love story begins to grow. Now, from my understanding, they really don't tell you shit in this. In my understanding, she's deaf, right? I'm pretty sure she's deaf and cannot hear him. Or she can't talk. It's something along those lines where she has some sort of disability, and it's a series like that. I've seen the opening for the show. I haven't watched the first episode yet, but I've seen the opening, and it just gives me like heavy vibes. Like, this show's gonna be sad. I don't know why. I just get the feeling immediately this show is gonna be sad, dude. I guarantee it will be a very beautiful show with its themes and all that. Just off that opening alone, man, it was really beautiful already. I'm definitely gonna check this out. And if I think it's good, I think I will make a video on it because it piqued my interest quite a bit. So I'm going to keep my eye on A Sign of Affection over here. Now let's move on. Oh boy, this show. This series. Tomozaki Season 2. Man. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I thought the first season of Tomozaki was so melodramatic. Oh my lord. I remember watching it a couple years ago when it came out. Yeah, literally see the drama tag over here. Bro, this show was so melodramatic. That I remember that very distinctively. Like, it has nice moments, obviously, of Tomozaki being helped out of his shell and becoming more friendly with people, but like, from what I remember, it was just a lot. I remember liking the blue-haired girl a lot. That's all I really remember, to be honest. And that this show was very melodramatic. I remember constantly thinking to myself during some scenes like, oh, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? And I'll be honest, I'm not exactly excited for a second season, but I will check it out. I like to give everything its fair shot. So I'm definitely going to check out Tomozaki Season 2, but I'm going to be honest. I'm not holding my breath. It's not going to compare to our next show right here, which is, bro, I'll tell you guys now. I've seen the first episode. I've seen the Twayaba little ONA, the original net animation they made for it already. For The Dangers in My Heart, Season 2. Bro, you want to talk about a absolutely perfect opening for a show. I couldn't believe it. I'll tell you guys now, immediately. I'll be blunt. The song for Season 1's opening, I still think is better than this one. That song, I to this day, like, literally earlier today, I found myself humming that song. That song has been in my head since the show came out. Bro, everyone in my family probably knows that song at this point because they've probably heard me humming it at some point. Just, it's so good. And the song-wise, it's not as good. But the visuals, dude. You can dude, it really feels like you can tell the budget increased dramatically for Season 2. That's what it feels like to me. You put the two openings next to each other. It just feels like, oh yeah, they put the budget in this show, dude. I'll tell y'all now. Watching the opening, watching the first episode, all my fears and concerns that I mentioned in my previous videos on this series, they flew out the window. I know exactly where we're ending at because of some certain characters we might have seen. I know exactly where we're going to end at in this season, and it's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. Y'all are getting a video on this from me very soon, and I'm here for the ride, baby. I know you guys are too. this is one of the best, if not the definitive best romance series we've gotten in years. I think it's better than Kaguya and all that, guys. I'm gonna be blunt with you. I really truly think it is. So I'm so excited for it. That's all I gotta say. I'm so excited for it. Expect videos on this show. I can already see certain moments in my mind that are absolutely getting videos from me because they're freaking amazing. But let's move on. Let's not spend too much time on one series. Oh, this! Okay. This is legitimately interesting. Blue Exorcist came back again after all these years. That's crazy. This is the third season, I imagine, for Blue Exorcist. I don't know how to feel about it, man. I'll be honest. The seasons have been so spread out for Blue Exorcist. I don't really remember that much. Because I'll be real with you guys. I didn't watch season 2 when it came out. Because season 1 came out, I think, in 2013 or something. Then they had the movie. Then they had season 2 come out in 2016, 2017 or something like that. And now we're years later. And we get Blue Exorcist again for a third season. I don't know how to feel about it, dude. This is the type of show I feel like I really need to go back and watch previous seasons before I can talk about this, because it's been spaced out so much that I don't even know if I could just jump in right now and remember anything. I'd be confused as hell. But this is awesome, man. I love when series take these big breaks and come back, because I believe almost any anime they make should be made to completion. I do believe that. Not all of them are going to, obviously, but I think every series should have a chance to at least be fully adapted into anime. Because I do think anime is the best form to, consume a lot of series. Even over light novels and manga, I do feel like anime is just the best medium to tell a lot of these stories. So it's really cool that Blue Exorcist is getting another season. So it will be on my radar. If I can find the time to go back through the other seasons, I will. And I might do a video on this, because this is cool that it's coming back. And here we go. We get another Gal series. Man, I mentioned this in my previous video with you guys, going over the fall season. Just the Gal craze has been absolutely insane in anime in the past couple years, dude. The Gairu, man, is starting to become the new tsundere. It's like replacing them at this point. What is our English name for this one? Because it piqued my interest for no apparent reason. Don't worry about that, guys. Don't worry about why it piqued my interest. What's our English name? Hokkaido gals are super adorable. Nice. Nice immediately. Let's read the synopsis for this banger show. Snowflakes aren't the only things dropping in... Snowflakes aren't the only things dropping in Hokkaido. So are Jaws. Oh my god. I love it already, okay? Thanks to the super adorable gals who are turning the icy north into a hotbed of fashion and fun. Brace yourself for a winter storm of laugh, love, and killer outfits as these gals prove that being cute is an all-season affair. Here, Frostbite meets Fashionista. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It says romance down here, so okay. I mean, none of them are beating Marin, dude. I've said this so many times. This girl, I imagine she's gonna be our main heroine. She ain't beating Marin. Let's keep it a buck. Her assets might, but we don't watch shows for that, right, guys? We would never do something like that. You know, As an anime content creator, I feel like it's my duty. It's my job to cover as much series as I can. So don't worry, guys. I'll be on this show. I'll cover it very extensively for you guys, of course. I couldn't even get through the sentence. I'll check it out. It seems fun. It seems like it could be fun. Probably ridiculous. Silver Link, that's that's something, all right. Let's move on. I think this is Banished from the Heroes Party Season 2. I'm very certain that's what this is. I'll be honest. I don't remember Season 1 that much, to be honest. It was, from what I do remember, it was okay. It was a decent fantasy series. Apparently decent enough to get a Season 2. So let's read the synopsis. It'll hopefully jog my memory, because I don't remember that much. Ooh, excuse me. A once great hero is now living the slow life. Red, shunned from... Oh, I remember Red now. Okay. Red, shunned from his adventuring party, spends his days running an apothecary. Oh, we've had plenty of experiences with that recently, guys, even in this season. He lives with his lifelong love, Princess Rit, and his sister, Rudy. They indulge in moments of bliss, like soaking in serene hot springs and enjoying delicious meals with a view. No matter what happens in the world around them, these happy moments will be unchanged. I specifically remember this being a very slice-of-life-y kind of fantasy series. I definitely do remember that. Especially once I heard the name Red. It started to come back to me a little bit. I'll check this out. I don't think I need to go back through Season 1 for this show. I could probably hop back in. Once I see the characters, once everything starts going again, my memory will kick up and re-jog itself. I wouldn't say I'm exactly looking forward to it. Our first episode's already out with like all these series essentially. Besides this one. That has me interested. But I'll check it out. We'll give it a shot, see how it is. Everything needs a fair share. It's time in the sun. So we will check it out. Oh, what is this one? Light novel, very long title. Oh boy. Handy dandy cellular device, baby. I decided to do it this way just because I figured it'd probably just be easier on the video if I just pull it up on my phone quickly. Just to find the English name, just for my own sake. The wrong way to use healing magic. Okay, I do know this show. Because before we even get into it, it's from the same studio that's doing The Dangers in My Heart. And I distinctively remember this because I've heard a lot of people saying the shows are so tonally different. But, bro, this studio, Shin-E Animation, I'm pretty sure is like a pretty new studio. I think The Dangers in My Heart might actually be like their first series they did. Honestly, I'm pretty sure they're new. So, and dude, they've absolutely killed The Dangers in My Heart. So just off that alone, I am interested in this series. So let's read the synopsis on this. I am genuinely interested because of the studio alone on this one. Light novel though, that's a double-edged sword, but let's read the synopsis. An ordinary walk home from school turns into an epic journey for Usado. After suddenly being dropped into another world, I figured that. Duh. What other fantasy shows are there, guys? Obviously. Learns he was summoned there by accident. But things turn around when he discovers a unique aptitude for healing magic. Now he trains beyond human limitations, using his self-healing abilities to gain absurd strength and unrivaled stamina. Well, seeing as how this show is literally called The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic, I imagine he's just gonna become like the ultimate tank, because anytime he takes damage, he would just immediately heal himself. I imagine, and he'll just use it to strengthen, like he said, strengthen himself. I imagine it's gonna be some stuff like that. Like, I don't know how good it's gonna be, But just off the studio alone, guys, I'm definitely going to check it out. Like, they've killed the danger in my heart. So, I'll give this one its fair shot. I'll definitely give this one its fair shot. Now, this series, our next one here, already interests me just off the cover. What is our Majo no Yuju? Or, yeah, Yaju. What is the English name for this one? I am interested. Yokohama Animation Lab. I don't particularly know that studio, frankly, that much. The Witch and the Beast. Oh, I've seen the trailer for this actually. How did I not know? All right, let's read a synopsis for this. Seriously, this looked interesting. My interest is already peaked. It all started with the 17 origins whose powers were passed down to individuals who still exist around the world today. A man carrying a coffin and a girl with the eyes of a beast appear in a town. Okay. The girl was once cursed by a witch and now searches for her in order to undo the curse. Is the witch who appears before them... I lost my place. Curse. Is the witch who appears before them the quarry they've been searching for? And how can the curse be undone? This quest for revenge against an evil witch begins rolling when a beast captures the witch. This magnificent and intense dark fantasy begins now. That sounds like it could be pretty damn good. I remember watching the trailer, guys, and thinking, this looks kind of good, actually. So, The Witch and the Beast. I'm definitely going to keep my eyes out for this. Like, episode 1's not even out yet, so you guys might get a video on this when the first episode drops in a couple days. Seriously, this show is piquing my interest just off that premise alone. They say an intense, dark fantasy. Sign me up, dude. I'm here for that. Like, we get a lot of fluffy shit in anime nowadays. I'm down for some intense, dark fantasies. In more ways than one. Let's move on. Oh, boy. Bro, what is this name? Dude. They get longer and longer each time. Light novel. Of course it is. I'm not going to even attempt to pronounce that, guys. I've learned my lesson from previous videos. What is our English name for this one? I'm sure it's absurd. I'm sure it's a paragraph and a half for a name. Oh my lord, I gotta scroll so far. Holy shit. Oh wow, that's actually kind of quick. My instant death ability is overpowered. Well, you don't fucking say that an instant death ability would be overpowered. Who'd have thunk it? Let's read the synopsis for this, frankly, very generic looking series. But let's give it a shot. Yagiri Takato missed out on a few things while napping during a school trip. Okay, cool. Mainly how his entire class got transported to another world. Oh, shocker. And how a curious sage gave everyone special powers. When Yogiri, I think it's Yogiri. Similar to my name. Yogiri wakes up. He and classmate Tomochika Nora must defend themselves against the dragon. Out of options, Yagiri reluctantly agrees to team up with Tomochika and fend off danger with his instant death ability. But if he keeps his eye open, eyes open that is. What, is he just the type of character that's just going to constantly fall asleep? Like, I think I already get it. I promise, I have not seen this episode, but is it going to be like his eyes hold like a special instant death ability, but it's so strong that he's constantly sleepy, and this heroine's got to wake him up constantly? Yeah, I promise you, I've not seen this. I can already see this, like, oh, he falls asleep and she's got to, like, slap him awake or some corny shit like that we've seen in hundreds of anime. I can already imagine that it's something like that. It seems generic as hell. mega generic. Like, the first episode's out. Maybe I'll go check it out when we're done with this, but I don't have much hope for it, honestly. Let's move on to our next one. Our next one. Oh, I've seen the trailer for this show. Isn't this like I Love Magical Girls, but or something like that? This series looked absolutely wild, bro. Just that picture alone. I can't show that picture that popped up when I clicked on this. Ecchi. I see Ecchi immediately. Oh, the English name's Tame. Gushing over magical girls. Wait, gushing? Wait a minute. Gushing? Okay, this might be a banger. Let's read the synopsis and find out. Haragi Utani is a major fangirl of the magical girls protecting her city. So when she has the chance to become one herself, she leaps at the chance to join the Technicolor ranks. Okay. But when she transforms, she learns she isn't fated to be a daring do-gooder, but rather a villain on the side of evil. Really? That could be fun. I could see that being fun, actually, if they do it right. Okay. On the side of evil. At first, she tries to quit her new gig as the leader of the local baddies, but she quickly Bro, I'd love to be a part of the local baddies. But she quickly realizes she enjoys it, and is a total natural at tormenting the magical girls she loves so much. With both a bang and a whimper, Haragi's journey as a magical girl tormenting sadist has begun. Okay, I'll be honest. That kind of sounds amazing. What the fuck? That kind of sounds amazing. Oh, an episode's already out too? I'll tell y'all now, from the trailer, it looked wild. It looked pretty wild. Sadist, huh? You definitely get that feeling from the trailer, by the way. Oh, dude. Maybe we make a video on this show. Just like our Hokkaido gals from earlier. You know, as a connoisseur of anime, guys, it's my duty to bring you all the most titular shows of the season. The real showstoppers. I'll check this one out because it legitimately sounds like it could be fun. I actually am kind of interested, jokes aside. Metallic Rogue. I did hear about this series already. Just because it's an original. They have been promoting the hell out of this show. First episode's not even out yet, too. Dude, if you've been on, like, YouTube and you're even subscribed to even a little bit of, like, the studios and all that. Yeah, Bones. That's how I knew it was Bones. Like, they've been promoting the hell out of this show. And this is good, man. We don't get many originals anymore. So, legitimately, I hope this is good. Like, I didn't watch any of the trailers, but boy, have I seen this series plastered everywhere. So, I'm hoping it's good, honestly. Let's read the synopsis and find out what it's about. Metallic Rogue takes place in a world where humans and androids coexist. Well, we've seen that plenty of times already. I hope it's good. The story follows Rogue. Cool. Okay. They couldn't... Of course, her name's Rogue. Follows Rogue, an android girl who is on a mission on Mars with her partner, Naomi. I'm going crazy. It's very early, guys. Give me a break. The mission is to murder 9 artificial humans who are hostile to the government. Wait, what? Whoa, wait a minute. It follows Rogue, an android girl who's on a mission on Mars with her partner, Naomi. The mission is to murder 9 artificial humans who are hostile to the government. Huh. Okay. I'll be honest, was not expecting that. Just cute girls murdering things. I mean, dude, there's definitely a sub genre of people who love that kind of shit. um. Okay. Okay. I'll give this a shot. Literally in a day it comes out. Okay. I really will give this a shot because it's an original. I always like to support the originals. A lot of them aren't that good, to be honest, but I want to give this a shot. That premise sounds like it could be pretty interesting. It really depends on how they handle it. It's a mecha too. That could be good and bad. Some mechas are pretty damn good and underrated, like the Witch from Mercury from last year. That was a great show in my opinion. But then we get some stinkers. We get some stinkers that are mecha too. So I am looking forward to this legitimately. We'll check this out. This one. Okay. I do know a very little bit about this one. This is Tales of Wedding Rings. I'm pretty sure is the English name for this series. I've seen a little bit about it. Boy, it is not being reviewed very well. 64%, huh? Based on a manga. Pretty long-running manga, actually, funny enough. But let's read the synopsis to give you guys a general idea. I already know the plot of it, but let's go through it for you guys. Sato is a high school boy in love with his best friend Hime, an unearthly beauty from another realm, literally. So when she moves back to her home world to get married, Sato doesn't think twice. He follows her and crashes the wedding. Then, after a kiss from Hime, he suddenly becomes the new groom, because that's just how weddings work, guys. You just crash it, and you kiss the bride or groom, and you're married to them now, kids. And then they get pregnant, and the stork delivers the baby, obviously. But here, Hime is a ring princess, and her husband is destined to be the Ring King, the hero of immense power. Now, I've not seen the first episode. I'll tell y'all now. This show could be decent, or it could be really bad. I could see it going either way, honestly. It could be, and by bad, I mean, like, it could be very generic. There's a good possibility it is a very generic series. But it could be good, too. I mean, that artwork. Whoo, that artwork's making me a little interested. But, I don't know. Because I've seen the other promotional image for this show, too. And, they seem to have their priorities straight, guys. Like I said, I'll check it out. I always try to at least check out most shows this season. And I mean, with a cover like that, my interest is piqued. So, we'll give it a watch. We'll see how it is. It's like I said, I've known about the manga for a bit, honestly. But I never checked it out because I heard it was getting an anime. So, I am a little interested just off that alone. So, let us move on to the next one. This one just came out. I actually saw this earlier, but I decided not to watch it because I hadn't done this video yet. Ooh, that next one I want to talk about. But it's the Angel and Devil series is what this one is. What is our English name for this one? I really would like to know. The English name for this series, The Foolish Angel Dances with the Devil. Yep. Okay. Let's read our synopsis for this, because I've heard interesting things about this series. Masatora Akatsu, a demon on a recruitment mission to a human high school, is drafting allies for hell against the heavenly angels. But when seated beside the captivating Lily Amane, he's in for a devilishly hilarious celestial surprise. I mean, she's an angel. Let's just be real, guys. Like, just off the the title alone, just off the cover, like, they just said he's a devil, so she's obviously going to be an angel. It's going to be like a Romeo and Juliet type show. Like, oh man, she's on one side of the conflict, he's on the other. They can't be together, but their love will triumph all. I imagine it's going to be a series like that. And low-key, that's what I've heard from people, so I kind of know it is. But, like, I don't know. It's like, it's also not rated very highly so far. Based on a manga, Children's Playground Entertainment, huh? Okay. Okay. That's a company name, all right. That's a FBI open up kind of company name, but all right. It's kind of the same with Tales of Wedding Rings up there, man. Like, it could be a fun, entertaining time, or it could be pretty bad. It's really only one of the two. So, I'm interested enough to check it out. First episode literally just came out yesterday. I saw it come out. I just never checked it out. So, we'll see. Ishura. This is a series I've known about for actually a pretty long time, but I did not check out episode 1 when it came out a while ago. 63%. That's surprising, man, because I do know a little bit about Ishura before we even get into the synopsis, because I've read the description for this series like four, 5, 6 separate times when I've been searching for like manga and light novels to read and all that. I see this series a lot, so I'll read the synopsis for you guys, but I already know what it's about, and it has an interesting plot. So for 63%, that's a little worrying. In a world where the Demon King has died, a host of demigods capable of felling him have inherited the world. A master fencer who can figure out how to take out their opponent with a single glance. A lancer so swift they can break the sound barrier. A wyvern rogue who fights with 3 legendary weapons at once. An all-powerful wizard who can speak thoughts into being. And an angelic assassin who deals instant death. Eager to attain the title of one true hero, these champions each pursue challenges against formidable foes and spark conflicts themselves. The battle to determine the mightiest of the mighty begins. Just from everything I've seen on this series, it's like a little battle royale, but it's not at the same time. Like, it kind of is, like, they're all vying for the same position, but it's like I have not seen the first episode, I mind you. But just off the stuff I've known, and I will check out the first episode. I'll probably do a video on it, honestly, because I have known about this series for a while. I have been interested. It's just, we're going to go from character to character to character, I imagine. And it's going to be like that. Like, I imagine each episode's going to be pretty episodic. And 63%, man. Like, the first episode must not have been that good, honestly, if it's rated that low. But I will definitely be checking out Ishura. I've been interested in it for a while. I might even do a video on it if it turns out to be interesting. I've literally read this synopsis like so many times at this point. So I'm interested to see how the product is, you know? So we're checking Ishura out. Maybe you'll get a video on it. Oh my lord. Bro, I swear the names get longer. I see light novel already, so I'm going to assume it's an isekai. I don't see isekai in the title. That's surprising. Oh, this is Seventh Loop is the Charm or something? Right? Oh my lord. No wonder I don't like it. I don't like it already. 7th time loop. The villainess enjoys a carefree life married to her worst enemy. Bro. I think I've made it abundantly clear that I do not like these villainous shows. These are worse than the generic isekais we get each season, dude. I'll tell y'all now. This shit is worse. I'm not looking forward to it, to be honest. Oh, but I have to check it out for y'all. Oh, let's read the synopsis. Ay, ay, ay. Rishi Irmgard Weitzner. Oh my lord. They just pick all these German names constantly for these characters, man. Good lord. A duke's daughter has a secret. She died at the age of 20 and returned to the moment 5 years prior when her engagement was called off. She's already experienced this time loop 6 times, but the 7th time's the charm, right, girl? My lord. And lived out those 5 years a different way each time. As a merchant, a doctor, a maid, a knight, and more. Ooh. Now, on her 7th go-around, she's determined to live to a ripe old age and spend it relaxing. But that's not gonna happen. But the moment she flees the castle with that decision in her heart, she runs into the infamously cruel crown prince of a rival kingdom, Arnold Hayne. His name is Hayne, bro. Like heinous? Good lord. He happens to be the one who killed her during her life as a knight. Oh man, but their paths cross again, guys. But now, he seems to have taken a bizarre liking to her, my word, and begs her to become his wife. Oh my lord. Thus, in order to stay alive and prevent a war, Rishi utilizes her previous experiences to kick off her 7th life as the bride of an enemy nation's crown prince. Oh my lord. I'll check it out. That's all I gotta say. The first episode's already out, and I'm sure it's rated higher than Ishura, so apparently people like it a little more, but I don't know, man. I really can't get into it. Bro, the next show looks like the same thing. Oh my lord. I saw Villainous. Oh, you can't be serious. Alright, let's move on to the next one. I'm not looking up the English name for this one. Oh my lord. I literally see the word villainous in here. What are we doing, anime? Oh my lord. Yeah, level 99, probably villainous. I tamed a level 99 boss or something, right? Like, level 99, evil person in my world. I tamed them and made them my husbando. Alright, I'll check it out just for fun. Come on, be ridiculous. Villainous level 99. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the demon lord. Oh my god. These are literally the generic isekais for girls, guys. Oh my god. Alright. This college kid wants nothing more than a quiet life. So when she's reborn as Yamela... Okay. Oh, the first episode actually comes out in a couple hours. Oh boy, y'all want a video of this today? So when she's reborn as Yamela, the hidden villainess of an Otome RPG, bro. Oh my god. They're copying the script. They got the homework, guys. They're copying it. She's not exactly thrilled. Neither am I. Still, yearning for peace, she abandons her evil duties and lives a more discreet life until her gamer side kicks in and she accidentally, wow, we're freaking the hell out. Trust me, I know how you feel, Clicker, but please. Kicks in and she accidentally reaches level 99. My god. Now, everyone suspects that she's the infamous Demon Lord. What future awaits her? Probably one of tons of misunderstandings and cutesy, damn near Yuri moments, I bet. Oh my god. Bro, of course it's an Otome game. Come on. Oh my god. Dude, I feel more exasperated by these shows nowadays than I do the isekais. I really do. Good fucking lord. I'll check it out. You know what? I'll watch both of these on the same day just so I can make that my one miserable day. so I don't have to spread out the misery. Let's just get. I'm the type of guy that, let's just get all the bad stuff out the way in one day, guys. Is there another one? Tell me there's another one. Let's just make it a three-peat. Come on, let's do it. Moving on to our next one. Kujutsu no Wariman-san. Warumano-san. My mistake. Based on a manga. Oh, Shin-E Animation again. Wow, bro, they're like getting a lot of shows now. I might have been wrong about the Dangers in My Heart being their first series, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, actually. Because I haven't heard of them before that. Dude, they got a lot. They have 3 shows this season. That's quite a bit. I don't need to read the English name for this. We don't care. Let's be honest. A man known as General within a villainous organization that plans to take over the world is usually fighting to the death against the Rangers who protect the Earth. Alright. But today's his day off. Okay. I'm with you so far. To heal his tired soul from working so hard every day, he goes to the zoo to see pandas. Oh my lord. And to the convenience store to get some ice cream. Yo, does he get that mint chocolate chip though, guys? That's the best, low-key. We get to see how a certain villain gets to completely enjoy his days off to the fullest in this comedy that will heal your soul. Bro, they damn near just said, yeah, it's a very comfy, feel-good slice of life show with quirky, wacky characters. Oh my lord, bro. These types of shows, I gotta be in the mood for. Like, they're not bad. I even went into a little bit of detail on a series from last season with our demon lord teaching a young lady to be naughty. That I don't mind these types of shows from time to time, but I gotta be in the mood for it. And I don't know if I'm gonna be in the mood for our supposed villain of the series, of the show, probably just doing some comfy, goofy stuff. Like, he's gonna be hugging a teddy bear. Like, he's gonna be some big bad guy hugging a teddy bear, going to the zoo, probably gaga over some giraffes or something. And I imagine our heroes, these characters, are gonna watch him like, oh my god, I had this image of him in my mind this whole time, but look how cute and fluffy he actually is. Maybe he's not a bad guy after all. It's gonna be some shit like that, dude. I've seen so much anime over the years. I can see this shit a mile away. It's gonna be that type of show. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'll make a video on the show for y'all. But I highly doubt I'm wrong. And I promise you, I've not seen the episode. It's just, I can just look at this cover. There's a goddamn panda on the cover. Like, it's gonna be some stuff like that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's move on. I can only take so much. This series, Sasaki and Peeps. Okay. Legitimately have an interest in this series because just like Ishura up top, I've known about this series for a while. And I'll tell you guys right now, I had only heard the name of it and I saw the initial first light novel cover. And I had this complete image in my head of this series. And then when I saw the trailer for it recently, I was completely wrong. So let's go through the synopsis actually, and let's talk about this series, because I do have a little bit of an interest in Sasaki and Peeps. I've not watched the first episode, but let's go through this. Yes, I know it's a light novel. Silver Link again. Oh boy. Double-edged sword right there. Sasaki is a middle-aged office worker living in Japan. Feeling drained by the vapid corporate world, he heads to a pet shop to search for a new companion, which is the bird, which I do know. There he finds an adorable bird named Peeps. I like that name, by the way. That's the kind of corny shit I'd probably name a pet. Let's be real. Peeps and takes him home, but Sasaki quickly learns that Peeps isn't your average bird. He's a powerful mage from another world. Bruh, I would not have guessed that. Let me tell you all that. Together, they embark on a magical adventure filled with swords and sorcery. The first episode aired with a runtime of 48 minutes. Really? That I didn't know. Okay. Like I said, I've known about this series, and I had a completely different take on it. I envision this show as like your like typical modern day show with like just on the cover alone, just our character here just going around like interacting with these girls and all that. That's what I thought it would be. It'd be something like that, like a slice of lifey kind of feel good type show. I had no idea it was like a magic and sword kind of show, sword and sorcery. I did not know it was going to be like that. And I'll be honest, it doesn't exactly improve my opinion of the show, but like, cause it's gonna be a middle-aged man with like a freaking parrot on his shoulder going to a fantasy world. Oh boy, everyone's favorite subgenre of fantasy, the old man genre. I'll check it out. 48-minute opening. Honestly, when shows do that, it means the studio typically has some kind of faith in it. So, honestly, I am interested because of the 48-minute first episode. Because another show from the last season, Ragna Crimson, was the same way. It had a 48-minute episode, and I couldn't imagine that show without that opening, honestly. I couldn't imagine that being shorter, so maybe this will be good because of that. Maybe I'm projecting, too. That's very possible. We'll see. Let's move on to a show I'm actually legitimately excited for. Urusei Yatsura. Second season. The second half of our Urusei Yatsura remake. That I'll tell you guys now, I really liked the first season of this when it came out. This is a classic series. I've been waiting for this. I think this was supposed to come out before, but I think they delayed it for a bit. I've been waiting for this quite a bit, actually. I'm very excited. Let's read the synopsis for you guys, but I've seen the original. I know what it's about, but I think they did a good job on the first half. So let's go through it. The second season of Urusei Yatsura, 2022. Lum, the gorgeous daughter of an invading race of Oni aliens, is smitten with high school student Ataru. Moriboshi, a dedicated womanizer. Yeah, he really is though. Low-key. I mean, it's not funny. It's not funny, but it's funny at the same time in the show. Ataru is unfazed by Lum's fierce electric shock attacks. She's like Pikachu, bro. She's literally like Pikachu. And continues his daily hunt for pretty girls, with a host of other unique characters, very unique characters, including classmate Shinobu, elegant shrine maiden Sakura, Lum's best friends Oyoki, Benton, and Ran, Buddhist monk Cherry, Ten, the little brat, heir to a wealthy family, Shutaro Mendu, and the secretly female beauty too, Ryunosuke. A classic slapstick love comedy where anything goes. High Dive has labeled the first quarter of the season as Season 3. They labeled the first and second quarters of the first Season 1 and 2. Okay, I mean, High Dive. Another High Dive show, huh? Okay. I think David Productions did a really good job on the first half, like I said. I'm looking forward to this. I don't think we're getting another one. I think this is it. I think they only plan to do it in 2 parts. And this is also 23 episodes. So that'd be what, 46 in total? You could do that. I am looking forward to this. It'll be fun. I might do a video when the season's done, honestly. Just going over the whole series because it is a classic. I remember this series like from so many years ago when I first watched it. It's one of the very first romance series, if not like the first, if I remember right, romance series I ever watched, man. I have such a soft spot for it in my heart, and I think they did a good job. So I am excited for Urusei Yatsura 2022 second season. Technically the second core, but we'll let it go. Geki Elise. Oh no. I'm getting bad feelings, guys. I'm getting bad feelings from this. Oh boy, just looking at this cover, don't do it. But at the same time, I want you to do it to me. Alright. Making up for her sins in a past life as the evil Princess Elise. Oh no. Ao Takamoto dedicates her life to saving people as a doctor, but a fatal accident cuts her atonement short, and suddenly she's back to her previous life, 10 years before her death. Bro, isn't this the literal same premise? Okay. Dude. With her foresight and medical brilliance, help her change her past ways and heal an ailing empire and a fate doomed to repeat itself. Isn't this the exact same premise, dude? As, where was it? Oh my, except, guess what, guys? This one, she only went back 5 years. This one, she goes back 10 years. Ho 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 ho. 10 years this time. What the fuck are we doing, man? I found the third one, guys. I found the third one for my day of misery. It airs in a day, too. Oh, it'll be right on time with this one, right? Oh, no, that one comes out in a couple hours. Oh, boy. I don't want today to be my day of misery. All right. I've decided we're going to do these 3 in one day. Oh, help me now. Help me now. Dude, it's literally the same thing. You can't be serious. Okay. Alright, what's our next one? Oh, light novel, extremely long name, 9999. I can already get an idea for this show. Lots of 9s in names this season. Let's look it up on my handy dandy cellular device. What is our English name for this show? Because I am not pronouncing that shit in Japanese. The strongest tanks labyrinth raids. Wait, the strongest tanks labyrinth raids. A tank with a rare 9,999 resistance skill got kicked from the hero's party. What the fuck? This shit's a paragraph. This can't be real. The strongest tanks labyrinth raids. A tank with a rare 9,999 resistance skill that got kicked from the hero's party. Sure. The title for shows are descriptions. They're fucking. Do I even need to read the description? I feel like I already did. Oh my lord. For every good show we get every season, guys, we get some bad ones. Let's go through the synopsis. We're here, baby. Let's do it, I guess. 63%. That tells me all I need to know right now. Rudd, a shielder with a defense stat of 9,999. Go figure. The highest ever known, serves as a tank for the hero's party as they carry out raids in labyrinths. Naofumi, eat your heart out, my guy. You're a pleb compared to our boy Rude here. His goal is to find a treasure hidden in one of the labyrinths that can grant any wish and use it to cure his beloved younger sister's illness. Oh, he's a tank with a heart, guys. But the tyrannical hero suddenly kicks him out of the party, saying his skill is useless. So Rudd makes his way back to his hometown. Along the way, he saves a young girl, and she reveals the true nature of his skill. Not only can you protect, but you can attack too. Oh my fucking god. which turns out to be incredibly powerful. Who'da fucking thunk it? This is the story of the adventures of Rude, a tank with both the highest defense stat in history and an unparalleled skill. He can hit you with his shield, guys, really hard. You better watch out. Oh my lord. Generic sounding as hell. Not that interesting. I feel like I really didn't even need to read the synopsis. You just got to read the title, guys. You know everything. He's a big tank. He defend and then he attack. That's it. Sure. I have nothing to say, frankly. Moving on to our next one. Hime-sama Gourmand no Jinken Desu. I felt like I owed you guys at least one Japanese pronunciation. Let's check out our English title for this one. Because I probably butchered the shit out of that. What is our name? What is our name? 'Tis time for torture, princess. Go on. You have my attention. You have my attention now. 'Tis time for torture, princess. Pine Jam, by the way. Oh boy. As the war between the Imperial Army and Hell Horde rages on, the princess, despite being armed with her mystical sword Excalibur, she met Kazuma, I see, is captured and imprisoned. Well, so much for the fucking sword. What kind of torture does she face at the hands of the chief demon interrogator? Fluffy? Oh my lord. I see the word fluffy. It's really torture, man. Fluffy, fresh baked toast. Hot, steaming ramen. Oh, the humanity. Can the princess withstand these tormenting treats and keep her kingdom's secret safe? Oh, this is feeling like a stinker of a season, honestly. Overall, guys, huh? This is like the definition of a feel-good show. Like, the humanity, guys. She might have to eat some fluffy pancakes one time. Without the syrup. I know. Crazy. How the hell could I withstand that? I couldn't do that. Fuck. Do I have 4 shows I have to check out now in my Day of Doom? I like that name better. My Day of Doom is. Do I have 4 shows now? Line it up. Let's do it. Screw it. Oh, the episode just came out too. Oh boy. Oh my god. I'll check it out, I guess. We'll see how it goes. Screw it. Light novel. Not an insanely long name this time. I guess we'll look it up. We're here. What's our English name for this? Studio Masket. Okay. As in, like, mask it because it's not good? The weakest tamer began a journey to pick up trash. Alright, let's read the synopsis. Let's see how our weakest tamer picks up trash. It's a show about recycling. And boy, I bet they'll beat us over the head with it. Stars are everything. They must be a part of the Spy X family. They need their Stella stars. Granting abilities to tamers. So when Ivy was born without one, her village took on an ill omen. Now banished, she leads a lonely life of salvaging rubbish to survive the humanity. That is until she befriends Sora, a weak little slime in the forest. Together, the delicate duo, they had to tell us delicate, by the way, okay, embark on a heartwarming journey of survival and discovers that there's more to Ivy than being starless. Huh. She's gonna sparkle and shine more than any piece of trash. She's gonna be a diamond in the rough, guys, just like the trash she picks up. I imagine it's gonna be something like that. Like, I feel like I've been a little jaded in this review, honestly, going over this season. I'll be honest, man, a lot of these shows don't sound that good. Like, first episode's not out yet. Like, I will give it a watch. I don't think this is a Day of Doom type show, but like, I can't imagine it's gonna be that good. Like, I'll check out the first episode, and I imagine that's probably all I'll get through. But we'll see. Moving on. High Card Season 2. I actually kind of liked High Card from our couple seasons ago, I'm pretty sure. I kind of liked it. Interesting concept. Where they really give us no description, huh? I did like it. It's a quirky show, but I mean most anime are quirky, let's be real. But like, I don't know. It was a fun series for the most part. So I think I would check it out. And it looks like an episode just came out yesterday as well. So maybe I'll give that a watch a little later today, honestly. We'll see. I might go back and watch like an episode or two from the previous season just to re-jog my memory. But from what I remember, I did like High Card. So, okay, that's not a complete stinker to me. We'll see how it is. Oh, this is the one. This is the show holding up ReZero Season 3. Sengoku Yoko. What's our English name for this one again? I know this one distinctively because this is the show that White Fox is working on instead of ReZero Season 3, man. Oh, literally Sengoku Yoko. Okay, well, good to know. Let's read a synopsis. I haven't really gone into the series too much. I just know that it's the series that's holding them up from that. So I got a grudge against the series already for holding up a banger ass show, man. Let's go through the synopsis. It could be good. If it's good, you might get a pass. Might. The world is divided into two factions, humans and monsters called Katawari. Despite being a Katawari, Tama loves humans and vows to protect them from evil, even if it means fighting her own kind. Her brother, Jinka, however, hates humans. That's like a modern day person, essentially. Despite mostly being one, the siblings are joined by a cowardly swordsman named Shinsuke, who wants to learn how to become strong. When the group uncovers a plot to experiment on humans and transform them into monsters, they vow to defeat whoever is behind it, even if it means battling an entire army of warriors. Now, I know this show is going to be, 37 episodes, as it literally says right here. With 37 episodes, I could see it being pretty good. That's a lot. This is gonna go for 3 whole seasons, by the way. So this shit's not gonna be done until the summer season, which is kind of wild. Normally you don't get like 3. That's crazy. 37 episodes. Damn, so they're really holding ReZero up, huh? Good lord. It sounds like it could be interesting, or it could be bad. It's one of those types of shows again, man. It's the type of show that I feel like is going to start off really slow, but the characters will probably get some good character development over time. Our cowardly samurai will probably become quite strong and brave. Our stubborn brother who hates humans will come to understand them in his own way and all that. And I bet you our young girl here will learn the horrors of humanity. And all of them will come together to overcome everything. And by the end of the show, humans and the monsters will be hand in hand together. Yo, watch me be completely wrong and then like they all just die at the end and the show just ends. Watch it be something like that, and I'm just completely wrong. But, I'll give it a watch. It feels like the type of show you're going to need to watch like multiple episodes to get a real feel for it. So we'll check it out. This video is getting kind of long. Let's speed this up a little bit. I don't want this video to be as long as the other one from the other day. Trust me, I really don't. Momochi-san Chino Ayakashi Oji. Alright. I don't think I butchered that for once, guys. You proud of me? Alrighty. What's our English name for this one? Because I am interested. I'd prefer to hear the English name, frankly, than a Japanese one to get a good idea. And it is The Demon Prince of Momochi House. Alright. Based on a manga. Studio Drive, huh? Alright. Hamari's 16th birthday will be one she never forgets. Unexpectedly, she receives a will detailing her inheritance of a mysterious estate, the Momochi House. She arrives only to discover that the home was built on the cusp between the human world and the spiritual realm. Okay. There she encounters Yakari, Issei, and a peculiar boy named Aoi, who seem to be concealing a shadowy secret. It's a romance. I mean, that synopsis just kind of reminded me of Fruits Basket. It kind of just reminded me of Fruits Basket in a way. Obviously with little differences, but like, that is immediately the vibe I get from this. It's just, yeah, this is like Fruit Baskets. It could be good. It could be a total ripoff of a show that's copying another show. I don't know. But I might check it out. It seemed interesting enough. I have gone back and checked out a little bit of the remake for Fruits Basket, guys. It's pretty damn good. Y'all were right. I had a lot of you in the comments tell me that when I did a review earlier on the season that the final season of that aired, and you guys were telling me it's really good, man. Go give it a watch. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll check this one out, like legitimately, and just give it a shot to see how it is. If it's at least like half as good as Fruits Basket's remake is, then it could be a good time. So, I'll give it a fair shake. We'll see how it goes. See how it is. Buchigiri from Mappa. Okay. Mappa, huh? An original. Ooh, an original. Okay. You have my interest, Mappa. Oh boy, how many animators are getting worked to death on this one, guys? I wonder. Alright, let's read the synopsis. Let me not be too mean to Mappa. Arjun Tomoshiba's reunion with his old pal, Mata Kari Asaman, takes an unexpected turn when they stumble into a brawl with the toughest guy in town. And just when you thought things couldn't get weirder, a colossal A colossal genie decides to drop in. I was not expecting that. Okay, so it's gonna be probably a delinquent type show. They're gonna be fighting all the time, and then we're just gonna have a genie show up in the middle of it, like Alibaba Kazoo, or some shit like that. Like, okay, like, genie, I wish to punch a lot harder than everyone else here. Your wish is my command, master. Alibaba Kazoo, or some I don't know. It's an original. I'll be honest, with a description like that, it being an original is kind of not a good thing. But it is Mappa. I bet the animation will be pretty good. Maybe if the animators are feeling good that day. I guess. Sure, we'll check it out. That's all I can say, really. Mappa's kind of selling it. Supernatural action. We'll see. Alright, we're almost done. Pon no Michi, another original. Okay. Couple more originals than I thought. Oh boy, we'll talk about this one next. We'll talk about this one. Damn, 60%, huh? Not exactly doing too good. We don't need to check out the English name. It's fine. Let's read the synopsis. The anime is set in Hiroshima Prefecture's Onomichi City, where a high school student, Nashiko, oh my lord, Jipinshiya, was kicked out of her house. Without a place to stay with her friends, she learned that the Mahjong parlor, oh my lord. I actually know how to play Mahjong, funny enough. I legitimately know how to play. She learns that the Mahjong parlor that her father used to run is now vacant. She fixes the Mahjong parlor and turns it into a place where she and her friends can have fun, cook, have tea, and sometimes play Mahjong. It's one of these shows that I'm not interested in this. I'll be fully transparent. I actually do know how to play Mahjong, but like, I'm not watching a show about that. I'm not watching a show about Mahjong, bro. Get real. Ain't no way. I'm not doing that. So, no. I'm sorry. Moving on to the next one. Dude. Shaman King Flowers. Now, you guys might be thinking, Gary, why are you being so harsh right here? It's because the Shaman King remake they made, I think like a year or two ago at this point, was their chance to do the series right. Because I don't know about if you guys know about the original Shaman King anime. I grew up with that. Like, I have fond memories of it. But holy shit, does it differ a lot from the manga. So they had a chance with the recent remake a couple years ago to really right the wrongs of it and to do it correctly, to give it justice. And they still couldn't do it. They still didn't do it, dude. They fucked it up. It's still not the manga. It's different. They changed things again. And this is just a sequel to it. With the kids, right? With the kid? Dude, what are we doing? Let's read the synopsis. I don't have high hopes for this, honestly. To be blunt. Sequel to Shaman King 2021. A little older than I thought. The action returns in this brand new sequel to Shaman King. Hana Asakuri finds that being the son of Yo and Anna Asakuri isn't all it's cracked up to be. Yeah, okay, it is exactly what I thought then. Yep. And his boredom has him itching for any kind of excitement. But when a fight comes straight to his doorstep, it's from a place he least expects. His own family? The battle for Asakura's supremacy begins. I don't have any interest in this, honestly. They had a chance. They had their chance, man, in 2021 to do it right. And they fucking failed. They failed, dude. I don't have an interest in this, frankly. I don't. And that's a shame. Because I have such fond memories of the original Shaman King from years ago. But I can't be bothered to care about this, guys. I'm sorry. And that's a shame. That is a real shame. Like, if it's good, y'all let me know in the comments or something if it's good. But, like, I don't have faith. I really don't, truthfully. How many more do we got? Oh, my lord, we have more than I thought. All right, we're really going to speed this up now, actually. 30 Sai made Dai Namaho. All right, we don't need to read that. It's a manga comedy romance. It looks like a yaoi. It looks like a yaoi just off this picture, but let's give it a shot. Adachi, a 30-year-old virgin. Oh boy. Has developed the power to read people's minds by... Okay, this might be amazing. Wait a minute. Has developed the power to read people's minds by touching them. After a brush with his very handsome colleague, Adachi realizes the guy has a raging crush on none other than... it is exactly a yaoi. Alright, I'm not interested anymore. I don't like yaois. I don't even really like yuris all that much, to be honest, guys. Not my thing. Skipping it. Kingdom's 5th season. Dude, that's crazy. Kingdom has a 5th season. Kingdom is like such a popular series that I feel like not many people actually like watch or know, to be honest. Like the manga's like huge in Japan still. It's been going for so long, but like you don't hear anyone talking about the anime. I've never watched the anime, to be honest. I don't know anything about Kingdom. So obviously I'm not going to watch the 5th season. I don't know. Nah, it probably wouldn't be for me anyway. Hikari no O 2nd season. I don't think I know what this is, to be honest. I'm not quite sure I know what this is, so we're going to skip this. Oh, Sin Duality Noir Part 2. I do remember this show. It was not that good. It wasn't that good. So Part 2, I imagine, will not be that good either. So we'll just, 56%. That tells me all I need to know. We're in the dredges now, guys. We're in the bottom of the barrel. Gekken Muso Kagaku. Another original. Oh, boy. So far, we've had a lot of strikes on these originals. The story takes place in the town of Most City in a certain country, on the 2nd floor of an old building in a publishing company that puts out a periodical called Delusional Monthly Magazine. That's like every magazine nowadays, just filled with delusional people. A science magazine featuring articles about... wow, this is a big description. Featuring articles about shocking, bizarre events and inexplicable phenomena that make even scientists throw up their hands in defeat. Its staff consists only of a beautiful editor-in-chief and her one editor, Taru J. Shizuka, who are joined by grade school-aged assistants. Alright. Jiro Tanaka and his dog, Saburo. The editorial department is always empty, and Taro, Jiro, and Saburo are usually hanging out in Rock, a cafe shop on the 1st floor. One day, a scientist, Goru Satu, visits them for a consultation, and therein lies the beginning of an outlandish new story. Doesn't pique my interest very much at all, to be completely honest. So I'm probably not going to check it out. Unless you guys tell me it's good, and then maybe I would do a video. Maybe. We'll see. Meiji Gekken 1874, another original. It's not a good season for originals so far. It's been 7 years since the start of Meiji era, and the Japanese government is pushing its politics to catch up with the might of the Western nations. Former Aizu retainer Shizuma Origasa has thrown away his sword and gotten rid of his top knot, is now a rickshaw driver in Tokyo. Wow, another big synopsis. But his swordsmanship skills from the Bushin War are still alive and well. He's looking for his wife, Sumi Kanemata, who went missing during the Bushin War. Shizuma is recruited into the police force after he ends up thwarting the assassination attempt of a government official. At the same time, Kyoshiro Shiragami is a talented one-eyed swordsman who's a member of the Moriyami Gumi Yakuza gang that is embroiled in a turf war in Tokyo. The Moriya Guma are working with wealthy merchants in the trafficking of opium. Opium? Okay. That took me by surprise. And the profits are being made a mastermind plotting to overthrow the government to return Japan to the place for samurai. The destinies of Shizumi and Kirishiro, who have opposing points of view, are fated to cross, and a sad and ironic encounter and farewell await Shizumi. This could be decent, actually. This one actually could be decent. That opium line really took me by surprise, to be honest. Opium, huh? Okay. This one could be okay. This one could be okay, honestly. I'll keep my eye out on this one. This one could be quite good, or it could be quite bad. Again, it's one of those. I need to see it. Okay. We'll give it a shot. Snack Basu. Oh boy. Gag comedy manga centers on a bar in Sapporo North 24th neighborhood, 5 stations away from the Tsukakino business district. They're the bar's proprietor, janitor, proprietor, odd regular customers, and the name shut-ins recount their strains. Nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. Yuki Bashahatsu Bang Bravin. Another original. Bang Brav Ben set in a world where humanoids and weapons known as are used in warfare. The story kicks off when tried. Nah, I'll be honest. Sounds generic. Doesn't look good. We're skipping. Wonderful Precure. Not watching, frankly. Card Fight Vanguard. Haven't seen this shit. So. TV shorts. We'll go through this quick, I suppose. I'm not pronouncing that. I see the word isekai in light novel. I already have an idea. Yuzuru Yakawa is a passionate hot springs enthusiast, a hot springs hunter who's able to sniff out the source of springs. One day, for searching for a hot spring to rejuvenate his town, he slips off a cliff and dies. Okay. He's then reincarnated into another world by an Inari deity and a small shrine hidden in the rocks. Yoshizo is joined by Inari's messenger princess, Muyadama. The hot spring hunter within Yuzuru is stirred right away as he takes a bath with Muyadama in the hot springs he just discovered. Then an elf girl appears. Okay. Okay. It's a short anyway. Etchy, though. We'll check it out. No, I'm kidding. Probably not this one, to be honest. Yamashiba 12, the 12th season of Yamashiba. I'm good. I'm not that invested in Yamashiba. Leftovers. All right, we'll go over this quick. Frieren, The Apothecary Diaries, Undead Unluck, Ragna Crimson, Shangri-La Frontier. I just made a video going over all these shows. Literally, they're all good. Okay, pretty okay. Good, pretty good, amazing. Those are my opinions on these shows. I'm extremely excited for it. I have not checked out the latest episode for any of them besides Frieren so far. So I'll definitely be doing that when I get a little bit of time. Damn, 11 days? 11 days, 20 hours from now? Why? I just noticed that for Shangri-La Frontier. 11 days, 20 hours from now. Why? I don't like that. That's weird. I'm glad I know that, but I don't like that. But alright, guys. This is our winter 2024 season. I'll be honest, it feels like it's going to get heavily carried by leftover shows. By our leftover series over here. Bro, poor this show. Poor fucking Seven Deadly Sins. You fell off a cliff. Obviously, we got bangers like Marshall, Classroom of the Elite, Solo Leveling. For me, at least, Moonlit Fantasy, Chain Soldier. These types of shows are going to be obviously dangers in my heart. Low-key, this is the show I'm probably the most excited for this season. Like, we got some good shows, but this feels like the definition of a top-heavy season. Where, I'll be honest, where it's like when I do my ranking at the end of the season, it feels very obvious which shows are going to be at the top and which shows are going to be at the bottom. It just feels like that type of season. Very top heavy. Where we got some big name shows, but the shows under it that support the season are weak. Very weak feeling. That's typically how our winter season is. We got some bangers, but then we got a lot of stinkers. That's just how it is. So let me know your thoughts on our winter 2024 season down in the comments. This video ended up being pretty long, unfortunately, but what can you do? I tried to go through everything with y'all. But until next time, guys, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day. And I can't wait to bring you some videos on some of these shows very soon. So I'll see you guys then. Deuces.